7 for 7, you ever done that before?
Not many times. No, it was. I was getting good position down low. They had to honor shots that our guys were making. Brady had a great first half, so that kept the low post open. And whether it was me and Ahmad or whoever it was running the high and low post, they did a great job feeding us in, so we were getting easy looks inside.
And you were able to convert, if I recall, at least one, a couple three-point plays, and absorb the contact and then follow through.
Yeah, it was a lot different than the exhibition game in our first game on Friday, where there were shots that I knew I could make that I was missing, and I did a lot of practice just back on fundamentals and techniques and stuff like that, and they were falling tonight.
And free throws too.
Yeah, and it was all confidence. We had our shoot around today, and I was shooting them there, and my main focus was just to get off the front of the rim, and I was hitting them tonight.
This freshman group has really played pretty well 2 games in. You guys seem to have a pretty good bond too.
Yeah, I think being able to start in June rather than the fall semester is a big key for us. So we were all together the whole month of June and July, and already Jordan, Ryan, and I were teammates prior to coming here. So we already had that bond. Tyler and I bond well. We've been roommates since June. And Riley was on my high school team, and then Macy's just like one of us from the get-go. So it was nice to already have that bond there and to know each other more than most people would on their first few days.
Describe the kind of ups and downs. You were talking about confidence, where you were in June to getting a lot of playing time Friday night, and where you were today.
In June, I didn't even want to touch the ball, honestly. It was, you never wanted to mess up. You wanted to always be perfect. But as we progressed through the month of June and July, and now that we're here in November, we just got a lot more comfortable with the ball. Coaches always giving us confidence, whether it's Jordan at the point or me down low or Tyler down low. Just to be confident with the ball, to know that they're not expecting perfection, and that if we go out and play our game like we have been since we were young, that we're gonna get positive outcomes. So we've just been, as a team, more confident since June, and it's obviously showing now that we're playing games.
You got a lot of attention when you committed a couple years ago, and that kind of died out when you were hurt in high school. Did we miss the boat coming into this season on Cordell Pemsl? Should we have paid more attention to you?
I'm just doing what I have to do now just to help us win. The media and the social media and the hype and stuff like that, that's all fun, but at the end of the day, if you're producing and you guys are winning games, that's all that matters. So I'm just doing what I have to do to contribute, and the rest of the team is doing that as well. So we're winning games, and that's all that matters.
Given what you went through, though, with the leg, how satisfying is it to get here and hit the ground running for, make a terrible pun?
It's awesome because going into the surgery that I had, you don't know if you're ever going to be 100% again. Not a lot of people intentionally break their femur and then have metal in their knee for the rest of their life. So that was a little frustrating in the process, but my senior year, I was playing great. This summer I was playing at the level I knew I could play, and now we're here playing games and going live in my freshman year, and I feel better as best as I have been. So it's satisfying knowing that I went through everything and that it's still paying off now.
Coach talked about how this team, and especially you in particular, could really play any position on the floor, and it seemed like the threes were working today, down low was working. What do you take away from that, though, when you look at the opponents you do have coming down the road that stack up perhaps a little bit more difficult against everybody else?
Yeah, obviously these first games are against great teams. They're Division I teams, and we respect every opponent we have. So we're not going to go out there and think that 116 points or whatever, this team isn't good. They're a good team. They push the ball and they play well. But obviously we know coming into Thursday, Seton Hall is a great team. They won their conference last year. So we know that if the threes aren't falling, we got to get the ball inside and vice versa. And we have to play defense. We don't have a problem scoring the ball. We're going to put points up on the scoreboard, but where we come into problems is guarding our own yard, being able to contain our man, and then stepping in for the help side. So that's something that I think we're going to go over a lot a couple of days coming to Seton Hall, and hopefully we can get the job done on Thursday.